Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a cheese compilation. For the month of August 2021, it is cheese number 73. Been doing this for a long time now. Thank you for everybody who sent in cheese. Thank you very much to my screeners. Top left-hand corner, we have Fog Spectre, a Protoss player. He is red. And in the bottom right, we have Shadow Slayer, who is a blue Terran player. Alright, so should be an excellent time here today. Very excited to see what this cheese is going to be. Chose 8 replays that this screener selected out of the 20 or 30 or so that I got. So if you want me to cast your cheese, go ahead and send it to falconpaladin@gmail.com with a subject of cheese. If the subject isn't cheese, I can't guarantee that I will see it. So it's a Proxy Rax here from Shadow Slayer and Gateway here from Fog Spectre. So I feel like we already know who this cheeser here is today. It's going to be Shadow Slayer. So, scouting out with a probe. Going to get up here and say, oh, well, there's a barracks coming up at home. The double gas should be a major red flag, like red alarms going off. If you see double gas coming out here, which you haven't scouted yet, Fog Spectre, because you haven't gone far enough to see the double gas. I know it's really cool to harass this SCV, but like you need to get a scout real bad. No. Go back. What are you doing? Oh, he made an assumption. He made an assumption. All right. Well, oh, hey, wait. Going back. It's too late. You can't go back now. We're walling off. Are we walling off, though? Dude, Shadow Slayer is. Okay, so he made an assumption. He assumed it was a 1 Rax opening. He never saw this 2 gas happening. He saw there's not an expansion coming down, which is good information to have, because it means you're probably getting 1 based, although at this point you don't know, because you could be building a command center right here that you wouldn't be able to see. Fog Spectre messed this up. He messed it up big time. Oh, okay, interesting. Tech Lab on the barracks. Oh, and a Ghost Academy. And a Ghost Academy. All right. I always forget you can build a Ghost Academy after barracks. I always assume you have to have a factory for that, but the factory is only if you want to make nukes, which... I mean, you probably want to make nukes if you're making ghosts, but you don't have to. You can just use steady targeting and, like, research cloaking and stuff, which we're doing now. So personal cloaking is on the way. All right, so it's going to be a Ghost Rush against Protoss, which, I mean, they don't have detection. It's kind of awesome. But you see, there is a forge, and so a cannon's going to come up somewhere, I have to assume. I mean, you don't expect ghosts in a PvT at all. You never really do. But Cloaked Banshees are maybe the thing you have to worry about eventually, and just getting a cannon up just makes you feel nice and warm and toasty inside, doesn't it, Protoss players? Cannons can shoot up, they can shoot down, they can detect cloaked stuff. They're just, they're such a wonderful, wonderful unit. I know I've told this story before, but in the beta, they considered making it so that you could move cannons within pylon power. So if you have cannons at the front of your base, and something's attacking you at the back of your base, you could phase shift them, move them to the back of your base, and then re-warp them in pretty fast. So your cannons could move around at different defensive positions. I kind of like the idea. I don't know. I probably would have hated it playing against it, but alright. So these stalkers are a problem. But guess what? These ghosts are also a problem. They don't have cloak yet. Oh, they EMP? Wow, so they EMP the probes and make them easier to kill. I mean, they're already taking a big chunk of damage per shot here. Where's the cloak? You have energy for cloak? Oh, we're using energy on EMPs, not on the cloaks. On the other side, SCVs are kind of running around. These stalkers are extremely effective in battle today, but the SCVs are forced to fight them, which they're pretty good at fighting. And Fog Spectre doesn't actually micro at all, so the stalkers are going to die. How many SCVs will die? A lot. But still at 13, and a bunch of probes have gone down here too. So the probes are running for it. I don't know where they're going. They do have enough money to build a new base, if they wanted to. On the other side, Shadow Slayer's got some income. He's got a mule tossed on right on down. EMP. Oh my gosh, that's kind of amazing. Oh, they're cloaked. Most of them. Okay, now the cloaks have run out. We don't need them. Where we're going, we don't need personal cloaking. going to depower both warp gates and both tech structures here. As soon as that other second pylon goes down, the probes are here to fight. Take that, Marine. You're not so tough with your gun now, are ya? This is a citizen's arrest. Thank you very much. Lift. Lift. Don't base race a Terran. Fog Spectre taps out, and Shadow Slayer is your winner in 5 minutes and 13 seconds. That was perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for this cheese. So the rules for cheese are 7 minutes or less unless there's a really good reason for it to be longer than 7 minutes. Like it's a non-stop, starts out cheesy, continues cheesy to 10 minutes, fine. But otherwise, keep it under 7 minutes. It's not like a worker rush, right? Worker rushes, unless there's something crazy new about it, don't send me worker rushes. The higher level you are, the more likely you're to get cast, right? A lower level cheese that is kind of poorly executed and poorly responded to, less likely to be cast than something that's a higher level, like Diamond, Masters, GM, or, you know, Professional, for example. So that was good. That was a good example. Nice job, Shadow Slayer. I liked it, honestly. What did we lose here? Ended up losing, no ghosts died today. 5 stalkers, which 3 of those stalkers died to SCVs, but still. And beautiful stuff. The cloak really made Fog Spectre hate his life, and he tapped out, and that's it. So GG, game 1 is in the books. Let's move into game number 2. Game 2 is an excellent example of some higher level cheese. This is about a 5,000 MMR game between Probe Scout and a barcode player here on Oxide. Bottom left, it is a red Terran player. It is a barcode player. And on the top right, we have Probe Scout. So it's a PvT again here. Walling off at the top of his ramp against a Protoss, against Shading Adepts. That is an excellent idea. And this is a super early probe. So what does Probe Scout have in store for this barcode Terran? Boo-ha-ha-ha-ha. So probe scouting on out here, lols. Second probe moving down. These are not scouting probes. I should not label them as such. They are actually up to no good. So this one's just like, oh, don't mind me. I'm just hanging out. Just kidding, cannon rush. I have a forge coming up back home. Deal with it. Oh. SCV got in there. SCV got in there. But there's backup. There's a backup wall. My gosh, Probe Scout. He's done this so much. He's done this so many times. Oh. He's responding to this by lifting his command center and moving it over here. I kind of love that from Barcode. Look at this. It's like, well, screw you. We're going to try to kill this stuff. Wait, what are you? Oh, no. Now you can't land it because there's a pylon where you were going to land it. Oh, and then you can't land over here because there's another pylon. Can he get this? No, that cannon's coming up right now. So everyone just get out. Just get out and look. Now the command center can't land anywhere. Oh, the command center is so slow. He's like, I just want to find somewhere to rest my weary bones. There's SCV gas stealing over here, but whatever. I don't think it matters. Okay, now there's a Marine. Now the command center can land here. Alright, so the blocking shenanigans are over. Now that there's a Marine out. Marine's slow. Can't catch up to the probe, though. This cannon accomplishing almost nothing. But it is okay. We got our base back. We have our base back. What is the follow-up here for Probe Scout? What is it going to be? He's forced a Terran to relocate to his third base, which is super wide open. What'll be good? Adepts would be so good here. Adepts would be amazing here, but you do need gas for that, which is why he's taking his gas, gotten rid of the double gas steal, and Cybercore. All right, so Cybercore coming up. NTB block of the natural base of Probe Scout because one good turn deserves another. And this probe is hiding in the general safety of this cannon. I think a Marine can come over here and kill it, though. Or right there is fine, too. That's great. So probe dead over here. I don't know if there's another probe anywhere in the general area. I'm going to say there probably isn't. Marine walked all the way over here, though. You know, Marine with good enough micro could kill all these probes. Now, there's a Zealot now, which does make it more difficult, admittedly. Admittedly so. So Bunker coming up because he recognizes how vulnerable he is right now, right? Barcode player Making some good choices. Again, this is around 5,000 MMR. This is not bronze. This is not gold. This is definitely around Masters GM-ish level. Zealot hacking away at Engineering Bay, which is almost done. Going to take so long to get through that. Trying to throw up a gateway here, which is an interesting choice, because the Marine count is heavy enough to where this sort of thing is just not going to really happen. Man, Probe Scout has made a lot of pylons today. Some of them have died. Other ones are still running to this moment. But like that pylon's dead, and this pylon's coming up. Wonder if you could creep cannons here and just start firing on that mineral line. That'd be hilarious. Zealot has moved positions, all the better to do extra damage to it. Alright, so Stalker's here to try to harass now. But a bunker full of Marines is enough to keep that Stalker at bay. Stalker does not like what it sees there at all, cannot range that bunker, and therefore has to stay out. So we're doing some SimCity here to keep Adepts and Zealots out of this mineral line, and so far, I kind of like this. I do sort of like this from the Barcode player. Probe Scout's going to take a natural, though, and that's going to be a problem for Barcode, because where does he take his natural? I guess his natural? His natural is pretty available, if you ask me. I guess we're just slow warping in here. Maybe you could throw up a gateway, though, for fast warpings. Cannon, top of the ramp, in case more Marines decide to be aggressive in this way. Bunker coming up at the top of the ramp. And yeah, maybe we just retake the main as your second base. I don't see why that would be a terrible thing. He's getting a lot of gas, and that's for siege tanks. Ooh, and for a Cyclone. I do like Cyclones early game versus Protoss. I like them a lot. They are pretty good in a lot of ways. Getting Blink, though. Blink Stalker is much better than regular Stalkers in almost every way. It's like Zerglings when they get speed. Alright, so bunker up. Siege tank does kill a Stalker. And loses the tank. But holding that high ground now. So the Blink Stalkers, is warping in over here too. Oh my gosh, this is so smart. This is such, you got a warp gate in here. How did a probe get over here? Must have snuck in when it was open. Which honestly has been most of this game. This kind of been wide open. Killing that SCV would be cool. If you're into that sort of thing. Cyclone, get out. Oh, breaks its own lock on, escaping down to the low ground. That sucks. And gonna supply block Barcode? No. No, we are not gonna do that. Not right now. Maybe later, but not at this moment. Magfield Accelerator coming in for the Cyclones, giving them additional burst damage. The first shots from a Cyclone do more damage when they have this upgrade. Oh, what? Why? I guess expanding over here sucks because there's a bunch of Stalkers now, and here kind of sucks because there's a bunch of Stalkers now. Alright, well, taking that for your second base. Wow, the second base of Probe Scout is already up and running. It's 35 to 23 workers for the Protoss, which is quite an advantage economically indeed. Indeed. See, cannon top of the ramp paid for itself. Killed an SCV. All it's done so far, but yeah. Stalkers, oh my gosh, just owning this high ground. And now they can harass the SCVs. Lock on, blinks away, breaks the connection. SCV's just getting obliterated down here. And just you blink out. I mean, you don't even have to die to this at all. That Stalker should have died to it. Nope, it's got blink. Widowmine dead. Widowmine does have high ground vision. Tried to blink out of it. Couldn't quite do it. It's not as easy as the professionals make it look. Not as easy as parting makes it look, you know? Don't y'all know? But it's 43 to 17 workers. All right, this is going to become all sorts of problematic for the Terran very, very soon. We're going to start getting Colossus out, I assume, with this Robotics Bay warping in. There's a siege tank now covering this. And, the barracks floating gives high ground vision. I'm so blind. I didn't even see that. But, all right, second base up here for Barcode. He's only at 19 workers, though, which is bad. Man, blinking down into there and killing that tank, I think might actually be worth. There are 3 Marines in these bunkers. They can't kill the Stalkers fast enough before these SCVs die. Cyclone. Oh, Cannon. Cannon still got the 1 kill. Scanning the high ground. Shield battery overcharged, keeping the cannon alive. And now there's an Immortal. Ah, the cannon stays alive. The immortal chases. Oh, and then the stalkers came all the way back here, and that's it. GG, Probe Scout is your winner. See, 8.5 minutes, really good nonstop action. It's a very strange game. Good cheese for sure. The pylon blocks were just, can't come back here, pylon blocked. Can't come over here, pylon blocked. Can't come over here, pylon blocked. And then finally, the pylon blocks were no more, and you could land here, but it was too little, too late, man. Giving up control of your main base and this high ground, especially if you're going to expand here, is just rough. It's super rough. And then Probe Scout just doing enough on defense. Cannon on the high ground, throwing down the second base fast, probing it up really, really fast, then getting a ton of stalkers out, getting an immortal out, and that was it. So GG. GG, end of the day there. Let's move on to game number 3 next. Cheese numero 3 is here on Yaganatha. Top right, Arcanum. Bottom left, Maniac. Which backwards is Knab. But I think it's Maniac. Old school Brood War skin here for the hatchery. Alright, so we have our first Zerg cheese of the day. Alright, pool first in it here is Maniac. What are your plans here? What are you up to? Is that a 12 pool? It very well may have been. This is very fast, nevertheless. On the other side, Arcanum just going for a very standard 1 racks, walling off quickly. Which is probably too quickly. Alright. Ookily dokily, artichokily. Pool done, 6lings on the way. I don't know what they're going to be able to do. Unless this front door is just open, which is entirely possible. I'm going to say that is a possibility for sure. That this is down when the lings show up, which the point of having this wall is that your supply depots are up. Ooh, what is this? Oh, he's hiding a 3 racks opener. Uh-oh. I think Maniac just got hard countered, ladies and gentlemen. I really think he did. He's expanding, sure. But this is going to be a ton of Marines, and 6lings is just not going to be able to handle it. Unless the 6lings get in here because the front door is open and just start picking off Marines one by one. Because Arcanum screws up, which not exactly... Oh, another barracks. Not exactly how I want to win my cheese. Alright, well, here come our boys. 1 Marine down. And now the wall's getting hammered at, but this is not a big deal. You just bring some SCVs over, you repair the wall, and the lings can't get through, and then this whole 12 pool thing is a total waste of time. Yeah, there you go. Alright, cool. So, no big deal. He knows what up. Arcanum's not dumb. He's not bad at this game. He's fine. And also, there's no scouting at all, which is a problem. I mean, the Zerg player has no idea there are that many Marines going to be showing up at his front door sooner rather than later. So this isn't a proxy. That's the good news. These Marines have to make the walk across the map, and this Overlord can see them coming, so it will give Maniac some time. With a proxy, it's very frequent that the Zerg player doesn't know what's happening until a bunker starts being built here, and then there are like 4 Marines behind it. That's when things get rough. But in this case, where, okay, you see the number of the Marines, you just run the lings away. The Overlord says, oh, you have that many Marines at 3 minutes. Okay, this is definitely a multi-racks opening. So we're going for, I guess, speed. Still not enough gas for that, but we're working on it. Resources lost, 87 for Arcanum and 0. 87? Must have been a canceled building and a Marine in there. Maybe a canceled add-on? Alright, well. What are we doing? Oh, we're just bringing everything. So this is why. This is why you have an Overlord. Oh, we can't even see it either. That's great. Overlord says, "Behold! Oblivion comes in the name of 17 Marines and 24 SCVs, and you're taking a third. Cancel this. Throw up like 5 spines." Honestly. Oh, Maniac. 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 Alright, Maniac's dead. That's it, right? Unless his drones are incredible fighters. I mean, these spines on the high ground are going to be rough to handle. Yeah. Get up the ramp. He doesn't know about the spines, but you can't.
Found something
Okay.
to chew on.
He's coming up the ramp now. The Marines need to help with this. They need to be target firing spines. Target fire the spines. They're the biggest deal. No, the queens aren't the problem. The target fire mess up. I guess the transfuses on the spines would be just as good as transfuses on the queens. And pow! Just like that, Maniac wins it in 4 minutes and 41 seconds. That was them spine crawlers. 7 kills and 3 kills each. 5 kills and 4 kills on these queens. That was amazing. That was a pretty impressive hold, all things considered. 2 spines on the top of ye old ramp there. Pretty good stuff. Wow. All right. That was fantastic. That was honestly a pretty good hold. The third base really worried me, but it was fine. He didn't have to cancel it. He didn't need extra spines at all. He put the spines up here where they would have a little bit of time to build. If he'd thrown them down here, there wasn't enough time. He was smart. He was a smart guy. Yeah, poor Arcanum. He didn't bring all his SCVs either. Kind of feel like maybe he could have, maybe one, but probably not. Okay, cool. So that's it for game numero 3. So let's keep this ball rolling. Don't go anywhere. Hit that like button if you haven't already. We're here on Blackburn. Bottom right is going to be Probe Scout. He's back. And in the bottom left, his enemy, it is Uwu. With a Jigglypuff spinning logo. He's wearing a hat that says Fairy. He's a fairy type. My knowledge of Pokemon is not very extensive. That's about as good as it gets there. I've never actually played a Pokemon game other than Pokemon Go, but I don't know. Pokemon Go has a pretty darn good education. Maybe not. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not a Pokemon fanatic. Let me know in the comments if you feel that is accurate or not. Alright, so gateway first here from Uwu. And on this side, we got this dude. This little guy here. Not on this side, he's on the other side. Going for that there pylon. Not in a great position for cannon rushing necessarily. It's got to be a proxy of some kind here. And we'll see if Uwu scouts this out. Probe Scout going for that cheese. Okay, so just going 2 gate. With a forge behind it, so it's going to be some kind of like a cannon rush with zealot support here. Oh, look at this. Wait, oh, he almost got distracted. He almost got distracted, but he checked the area like you're supposed to do. He sees what's happening. And, sorry, chat did abomination, says Probe Scout. What? Was he streaming this? Was Probe Scout Samuel streaming this? Maybe he was. His chat told him to do that. Oh gosh, the walls, and there's a cannon coming up, and there's a zealot on the way. All right, zealots are better at knocking these walls down than SCVs are. So let's see, what do we want to do? I guess we'll just hack the pylon that's already down. Oh, probe got out. That's what the probe wanted to do. Opened the door, got out, threw down another pylon, and threw up another cannon. Oh my gosh, Probe Scout, he's just so good at this. He's so stupidly good at this. Alright, so now this cannon finishes, so the zealot's getting hit, and there's nowhere he can go! He's trying to kill the cannon. No! He can't do it! He can't do it. We're chrono boosting out Stalker to try to deal with this stuff. Zealots are hacking away at Uwu's attempts at throwing up his own cannons. They're doing amazing with that. Cannon trying to defend itself. No. Okay, Stalkers are going to be good in this situation. Really good. Oh, the Zealots want to make sure that shield battery dies for sure. And then, oh, the positioning of the Stalkers is great. Wow, okay, that's kind of amazing. But more Zealots are coming in. Trying to make sure none of these shield batteries actually finish. And in the meantime, this one cannon has been working down this nexus slowly but steadily the whole time. Look at this. Trying to throw more shield batteries. No. Uwu's spending a lot of money on shield batteries that he's not allowed to get. This Stalker's got 3 kills, though. Not too bad. The Zealots keep coming, and they don't stop coming, though. Oh, the positioning on the cannons is so important, too. If it's too far forward, then the probes can kill it without taking hits. It's too far back. It can't hit everything you want it to. And suddenly is looking a little dicey here. There's an Adept in the mix with Shield Battery. Is going to win that fight. All right, Cannon's dying. Uwu's fighting. Uwu's doing the better job of fighting here. The best job of fighting against a Cannon Rush we've seen in some time. But it's this one Cannon, man. This one Cannon working away on this single Nexus by itself for the last 3 minutes, it feels like. Kill this Cannon right here. Oh, Stalker dead. Never mind. I guess if killing a Stalker, you can go back to killing the Cannon. Shield Battery overcharges, healing up the Nexus desperately. Oh my gosh, this is absolute banana pants right now. So Shield Battery dead. Another Shield Battery is trying to come in here. Zealot's trying to come in here to get with it, but trying to kill the pylon. It's not even like an Artosis pylon. But the Nexus is going to die, and I think that's it. I think Uwu has run out of steam here. His probes are not giving him income anymore. I mean, he's getting a couple additional Stalkers, which is nice, but he can't possibly save the Nexus at this point. There's just too little HP. Bam! Nexus down. That Cannon has 3 kills. One of them is a Nexus. That's it, man. Uwu's toast. Is there a Cyber Core? I'm wondering... Alright, so these 2 Stalkers, that's it. That is what Uwu has right now. 2 Stalkers and 11 probes. So he's going to come across the map here and try to win the game with this, but he can't. That's not how this works. We're going to just hard wall. Pylon, 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 and then the Stalkers can't get through. And they really try hard. And I mean, sure, trying is nice. You're going to get through, it takes some time. Boink. Stalkers with elite control can kill every one of Probe Scout's probes here. This is not elite level control, actually. This is getting surrounded by probes and dying control. Oh, hold on. Hold on. We stopped holding still. We're actually kiting like a boss now. APM. It's over 200. Probe Scout's workers. He's got 5. He's got 4. And Probe Scout's your winner. Wait, what? Oh, all his buildings died. All his buildings died. See? Nothing under structures. Ta-da. God, that took me a second. Took me a second to figure out what had happened there. Yeah. All right. All his buildings died. He lost. So the Stalkers are doing great over here. They were 7 and 8 kills each. The income for Probe Scout was toast, but if you kill all your opponent's buildings, then you win. It doesn't matter how many workers you have or how many units you have. If you have a building and they don't, you win the game. So resources lost, 2,300 for Probe Scout, 3,600 for Uwu. And it's a lot of buildings. It's a couple Stalkers here. 9 Zealots died for Probe Scout and 16 probes and 3 cannons. But man, this cannon right here, this is so responsible for this Nexus dying and winning the game. That was amazing. GG. All right, so we're going to keep this ball moving. Don't go anywhere. Hit that like button if you haven't already. We'll be right back. We're back on Blackburn. A good map for good cheese, apparently. Bottom left, it is Mantis MM. And in the bottom right, we've got Ugly. So a Terran versus Protoss here again. Good luck. Have J fun? Have, I don't know. Gosh, dang it, Mantis MM. You got him. You got him indeed. All right, so thanks very much again to my screeners, Stefan, Scott, Jim, and Summacron for going through all the replays this month. I do appreciate the support. You guys are all awesome. And again, send your cheese to falconpaladin at gmail.com with the subject of cheese. Also, feel free to check out the Falcon Paladin Hour. It is a podcast with myself and the aforementioned Summacron, where we talk about StarCraft 2 stuff. We talk about GSL, we talk about DreamHack and ESL style shenanigans. We try to place bets on who's going to win the whole thing. It's a great time. We also talk about TV shows and movies and books and video games and news from the world. So if you're interested in hearing me ramble on about stuff like that with an Aussie named Summacron, feel free to check it out at twitch.tv/Summacron on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Also, you can find it on Summacron's YouTube channel, which I'll put a link to that in the description. And also, you can search the Falcon Paladin Hour in your podcast app, whether it's Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts or Stitcher or Spotify or wherever you find your podcasts. That's where you can find us. So, forward pylon here from Mantis. He also does have a Gateway Cybercore coming up on the other side, so it's probably going to be a proxy gate. If I had to guess what's going to happen here, it's probably likely a proxy gate. What do we got? What do we got in store? Ugly on the other side has his barracks done and has not produced a Reaper or a Marine at all. He's just going right into factory. Wait, hold on. He's proxying a factory right here. What an interesting place for a factory proxy. I mean, you still have to go all the way down here and all the way up here and all the way down here. So what? Why? Yeah, start it on the way. Shield bat. Is this like Tempests? That'd be kind of interesting. Could see that working. Could see that working here against a Terran opponent. Or 2 or 3. Ah, now there's a Reaper on the way. So, Ko is the clan. And the Reaper, see, this is why you have the Gateway at home. So you make an Adept. And you deal with the Reaper as it comes and tries to murder you while this is happening. Actually, this Adept is here to protect, I don't know, this base, I guess? Sure. Second Adept is going to save the day against this Reaper, though. Ah, Void Ray. Of course it's a Void Ray. Why would I think it's anything else other than the Void Ray? Alright, so Adept is here. Oh, maybe help? There. Okay, shading in. Try to help a little bit here. And if you can surround it with probes, the Adept can burn it down pretty quickly. But Void Ray, move! Go. Ugly has nothing that can shoot up right now. He has a Reaper. That is his entire army. Alright, well, I mean... It's a Reaper versus a Void Ray, and basically a base race at this point. So, I mean, he's making Widow. Whoa! He lifted the factory, and he reactored it, and now this is happening. Run! Didn't run fast enough. Ow! 9 probes die. However, Void Rays and Adepts are better at constantly killing workers. Widow Mines are sort of splash and go, right? Tons of splash, that's it. Takes them a while. Income here for Ugly is nothing. These Widow Mines are nice and all, but like, there's nothing for them to do at this stage. Ugly doesn't have enough. So yeah, cheese versus cheese. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. That was a fun one. Thanks for picking this. Ugly. Oh, Ugly has a base at the 12 o'clock, though. Ugly has a base at the 12 o'clock. Widow Mines burrow and fire on nothing. Okay, so we're going to sit here, I guess. Probably should send one back to this mineral line, though. That's where these probes seem to be going.
Your forces are under attack.
He doesn't know about this, but he's... Oh my gosh, what bad luck. What utterly terrible luck for Ugly. Holy smokes. I cannot believe this is where Mantis MM went. Of all the places to go to hide, this is where you go. Alright, so Ugly is done. This Void Ray has 15 kills. This Adept has 7 kills. Another Void Ray comes out. There's actually... Nope, there's still no income at all. That's a GG. Ugly taps out in 5 minutes. Let it be known, Proxy Void Rays defeat Proxy lifted into your base factories that make Widow Mines and then come in here and try to kill your stuff. I mean, they were okay. 4 kills, 3 kills. I think one of these probably has 0. Yeah, a couple of 5 kills on that one. So, I mean, sure, they've gotten some good damage done, but the Void Rays just kind of keep coming and they don't stop coming, and the Void Rays can't kill buildings, and just, or rather, the Widow Mines can't kill buildings and Void Rays can, and that's pretty much all there is to it. So, GG. That was a good one. I like double cheese. It's very fun. Let's keep this ball rolling. We'll be right back. Tis Yaganatha again. Bottom left, it is Destreza. Are you rushing? Says Mantis, who's in the top right. The blue Protoss player. Oh, rushing D. Mantis. Oh, Destreza appreciates it. Got him again, Mantis. Alright, well, I mean, Mantis is back, so we have to assume that he's going to be the cheeser. Yeah, that seems like a pretty reasonable assumption to make, if I had to make an assumption, and that's one that I would feel pretty comfortable doing. So gateway coming up for Destreza. Mantis is forge, maybe? Maybe it's a forge. It is a forge, so it is a cannon rush. Les rush du canon, as the French call it. That is not accurate at all. That is not accurate. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so we're throwing up a couple pylons over here. We're walling off. And then maybe a cannon on the low ground to cover this area. And then maybe coming to throw up additional cannons. It's a process. Cannon rushing is not simply just coming in here and making cannons, right? You gotta respond to what the other player is doing. You have a plan, but you need to be able to adjust if the player is messing with it, right? So Destreza is making a zealot because what else can he do right now? He doesn't have a cybernetics core. He doesn't have a forge. So he's gonna go ahead. Oh, canceling that cannon, and interesting. Mantis is doing some interesting stuff here. There's a cannon, 2 cannons here. Okay, so he's trying to deal with the cannons as they come up for Destreza. Oh, that cannon can hit this cannon. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, the zealot do you want to hit these cannons, or do you want to try to kill this probe? It's largely the question. Destreza might not be in a terrible position right now. He's also got his own pylon in here. He could do some cannon rushing of his own. Alright, so this cannon comes up, but the first shot goes to Destreza's cannon. So Mantis's cannon is going to die. He's like, come in, provide additional oh, there's 2 cannons now. Alright, so this cannon is dead. Billion% dead. And, okay, so the front door is open is the larger problem for Destreza. Right? How do you do this? How do you hold on? The cannon's going to creep around this way. That could be pretty good. Mantis pulling back, though. Interesting. It's kind of like, you know what? We're just going to repower our cannons. Proxy. Oh, Proxy Robo. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is getting good. This is getting really good. Destreza. Mantis, did you send in a replay where you lost? I hope you did. I hope you, if you didn't, then I hope you do one day, because there's nothing cooler. There's nothing cooler than somebody sending in a replay where they lost. Mantis calls GG? This cannon says 20 in it. Why does it say 20 in it? Can you put skins inside your cannons? I'm still mining, says Destreza. Also, I'm over here making an immortal. Oh, Warp Prism and a shield battery, which Mantis has no idea exists. Oh, Destreza! 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 Come on, Destreza. Come on, everybody. Let's go, Destreza. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of money. I don't know what this War Prism's for. I kind of feel like the Immortal, if he just made it Immortal first, I think he just goes and kills all this. But I suppose... Man, I suppose the War Prism can get the Immortals out of trouble, right? So we're not pushing with the Cannon Rush at all. We could, probably. But, dude, I think Mantis might just die here. That Immortal... Look at this Immortal! Immortal versus a Stalker, even with a shield battery, it doesn't matter. And suddenly, Mantis is like, oh! Oh! He says, oh! Oh, gosh. Oh, see? And then the War Prism can pick up the Immortal if it needs to. Shield battery just chunking down here. Chunking, chunk, chunk. Chunk, chunk, chunk. Back to his shield battery. Oh, but look. A Void Ray. Oh, no. Destreza, you're being denied by the unit that's causing you all of the problems. The Void Ray shuts down all of his beautiful plans. All of his plans are dead. Oh, the Void Ray, you're so good. Must kill pylons powering the Stargate, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. He's not even microing anymore. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Stylish response. I get points for that. Says Destreza. GG's out. You do get points for that, Destreza. You do. That was so close to victory. We were this close. And then a Void Ray showed up and murdered everything. Oh, Mantis. Well done, though. I mean, it's a genius play for Mantis. He's like, you know what? A Void Ray. A Void Ray is always good in PvP. Let's go for it. These have been Stalkers instead. Different game. Choices. The choices we make. Like, why Immortal? I'm like, why not a couple Stalkers? Would have been different. Would have been different for sure. GG. We'll keep this ball rolling. We're not done yet. Hit that like button if you haven't already. For the aforementioned final cheese of the day, it's going to be Juggernautha again. Bottom left, it is Badur. Or Badur? And the top right, it's Probe Scout. Alright, what kind of cheese does Probe Scout have in his bag of tricks today to try to kill this Zerg player? Badur, you can do it. You can be strong. You can win against the evil cheese of the Protoss. I believe in you. I believe in you super hard. Alright. On the other side, Badur is, well, he's probably used to getting his hatch blocked. Let's see if that happens here today. 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, 270, 290. Hatch down. Oh, he gets it. It's a big map. It's a big map, so it's hard to get a probe down here to actually block that, unless you're super fast with it, which I think does work. So it's definitely a forge coming up back home from Probe Scout. So it goes for a gas steal, one gas steal. So it's harder to go for the Ravagers and then starts the cannon rush. Here we go. That pool is not done. Wait, he hasn't started the pool. Badur, you need to start this. Okay. All right, 17 pool. Saturate your gas. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough. All right, so he cancels his natural. He's gonna throw up a hatch somewhere else, which is fine. I support this maneuver 100%. But at this stage, it's like Roach Warren instantly, second gas real fast. And we're gonna try to hold against this incoming assault with Roaches and Ravagers. Because Lings are not gonna cut it. I tell you what. Tell you what, boy. Not gonna cut it. Okay, there's the Roach Warren. Timing is pretty good here from Badur. So, if you have just cannons here, you're going to lose to the Roaches and Ravagers. What you want is Gateway, right? You want Stalkers. You want Shield Batteries. These are the ingredients that you want in this situation. This is something that Classic tried to do against Rogue in that best of 7 that I cast with Laughing Games as part of Africa World number 79, I believe it was. So second gas is super important here, which is why these Lings are dedicated to it. And immediately getting that second gas down. Once again, Probe Scout plays at about a 5,000 MMR. So it makes sense. Alright, yeah, so the Queen's in. Zealot's not going to be able to do much. It makes sense that Badur is making a lot of good choices here because that's what 5,000 MMR is. You can't get to 5,000 if you suck, right? If you're making bad decisions. So, boo boo, stalker, 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 woo woo woo, boop boop boo, stalker, 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 doop doop doop, boop boop boop. Zealot's trying to make sure this hatchery doesn't happen, which, I mean, good luck with that all by yourself, my man. Look, shield battery, stalker, stalker, and here we go. This is it, man. So you cross the bow down the cannons, splash them down. Dude, that creep trimmer going down is important. Oh, can't get it. That totally sucks. Ooh, shield battery healing. See? Forward shield batteries. Good unit. I still feel like shield batteries should not spawn with full energy unless they're used in a defensive situation. the fact that they spawn with full energy here is just like, do you want Protoss to be this super cheesy race? I guess you do. Does anybody care about balance anymore at Blizzard? No, I don't think they do. So who am I even asking at this point? Who am I even asking? And cannon down, look at that. All right, so we got enough Ravagers to do some damage here. I'm liking this at a Badur, I really am. Can he spare anything to save this hatchery? Does it really matter if he saves this hatchery? Oh, picks off a Ravager, that's horrible. Shield batteries running out of energy. That top one doesn't have much. Okay, and losing queens is really big because you need the queens for the transfuses. Oh, you need to have transfuses to deal with the healing from the shield batteries. Ow, Ravager's getting picked down because, again, no transfuses at all. Yeah, I mean, this is a touch-and-go situation anyway for any Zerg player, but if you lose your queens and you lose 1 or 2 Ravagers at the start and Stalkers just are not dying, which one is dying, that counts for something, I guess. But man, a Spine Crawler would be pretty good here. A Badur is floating a few minerals. And, oh, alright. Losing a Ravager, but also losing a Stalker. Another Stalker down. Okay, okay. Alright, Badur's kind of holding on here. I mean, this base is just not happening. That's okay. The focus is here anyway. Fighting in there. Oh, Ravager tried to micro it back, died anyway. Shield batteries, they constantly regenerating energy. Army value is 22 to 12 in favor of Badur, but it doesn't matter. The Stalkers are functionally immortal right now. Ooh, a cannon up here too in case they get too close. Can't let the Stalkers take down this hatchery though. He's trying to kill shield battery, which I support. It's kind of funny that shield batteries don't heal their shield batteries automatically. They heal cannons by default. Oh my gosh, that one almost died. Don't lose your queen. Spines coming up to the front to try to assist here. I like it. I like the Spines coming up to the front, but you gotta let them burrow. Oh, these Ravagers just getting absolutely picked off here. Look at the Roaches getting target fire too because they take that bonus damage from the Stalkers. Ugh. I mean, the bonus damage the Stalkers do to the Spine Crawlers because they're armored as well. I mean, this is just a tough situation. I mean, every Stalker that dies, it feels like 2 or 3 units die from the Zerg. Is that fair? 6 Stalkers have died, 7 Ravagers, and 3 Roaches. It's not that bad. You see how these Roaches at the front are starting to get... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Stalker count getting whittled down. Oh! Shield batteries can't do it all. There's an Adept in here for some reason. Not particularly good against Roaches or Ravagers. Hold on. Maybe Badur can do this. He's fighting real hard. He keeps losing Ravagers. He needs more queens. I don't know if injects are as important right now as, like, transfuses are. Alright, cannon killed, but another Roach dies there. Big ol' blood splatter on the ground, or maybe that was a queen. No, probably a Roach. Man, this is tight. This is such a tight situation. Both players are just not having any of it. Okay, should we just kind of push in here? Like, at some point, you kind of just want to go, but that's when the Stalker count is lower than 6. The transfuses, though. Oh! Killed the pile, or the probe that was here, so you can't build any more stuff. That's a victory from Badur. Alright. I guess what we're making... Oh, just warp gates. So the problem here for Badur is that it's a 1 base versus a 1 base thing. And in that situation, Protoss kind of wins. Yeah, I don't know. It is so hard for me to call this right now. 30 to 16 army supply. Stalkers are fast. They hit hard. Queen sniped. Other queen sniped. Needs to keep the queens at the back. They need to be there for transfuses. Man, Probe Scout is making a comeback here. He was down to like 3 stalkers a minute ago. Now he's got, what, 9? He's got 9. Okay, hang on. We keep losing him. 7. Are we just going now? We're kind of just going now. He's bringing drones in to buffer a little bit. Trying to take down that shield battery. It's out of energy anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but Stalkers, shield batteries, healing as well as they can. Prosopios dodged. Dodged ably. 3 Stalkers remaining. It is not really target. There we go. Target firing. Another Stalker goes down. But Dewar lost a ton of drones to get this victory, and his economy is not good. And he doesn't have a second base either. So I don't know. High ground. Oh, Stalker down. Bit of a mistake there from Probe Scout. Bit of a mistake there from Probe Scout. But depowers a few units here. Few buildings. He needs to expand, and he needs to expand now. He also needs more queens if he can pull that off. And looks like Probe Scout's going to try to set up to expand himself here. So Badur's alive, but at what cost? It is even on resources lost, which is actually not bad, but the worker death count is a problem. 10 drones have died. He's long distance mining a bit. He really wants to throw down the second base. He's missing this third immensely. Probe Scout is mining out himself. He's only got 8 mineral patches remaining. And by that I mean 4, 2 probes per. He's not expanding. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about expanding. You need to kill this shield battery. Where's your army? Oh. Okay. I mean, alright. This is kind of interesting. He has to kill his own buildings to get out. Oh no! Oh no, Probe Scout. That's not good. That is bad. And look. No, Stalker's getting caught out of position. They're left at home alone because the most of the army is gone. Is this turning into some kind of crazy base race? Oh, Badur can't lose this. But you know what? Probe Scout can't expand either. Holy cannoli. Okay, that probe is going to expand somewhere else. Go, probe. There's not enough money to do that. Shield battery. Oh, and force fields. You know what's good against force fields? Ravagers. Built specifically for that. You can't lose your main nexus. You gotta... Ah! Okay, well. And then recalls. Oh, the recall is such a good unit. It's such a good unit. What's that? You got caught across the map when an army showed up at your front door? Just recall home. Instantly, no problemo. Oh, man. And then Badur's done. That's it, man. His roaches don't have speed. They can't run away. I mean, Badur's trying. He's trying real hard here, but his income is 0. Probe Scout income is not good, but it's not 0 either. He's long distance mining from his natural now. Probe Scout. Holding. Wait, no. You gotta wait until the drones all come. You gotta wait till the whole army's here. This needs to be a everybody works together kind of a thing. Alright, Probe Scout doesn't have any shield batteries to fall back to here. But again, he does have income, so he can make more stuff, whereas Badur cannot. Going up the ramp seems a little bit dicey because there are 3 sentries here, but you do have, you know, the Ravagers to try to knock down those force fields, but... I don't see it for Badur. I'd really be impressed with him if he pulls this off. Oh, he brought a queen all the way up here? Holy crap. Okay, alright. I mean, if you want to stay in there, yeah, we'll kill your forge. We'll get rid of your upgrade potential right now. Probe Scout has the bigger army at 28 to 21. And the forge goes down. Okay, so denies that +1 upgrade. Force fields are up. Roach pulling back, pulling back. Transfuses. Sniping down a roach, sniping down another roach. Another roach dead, and that's it. Roach Scout's your winner. Woo! 1352. That. Oh, that was a thing. That was a thing. What an absolutely amazing play there by Probe Scout. Just the stalker control. He had, 141 APM. So not amazing APM, but good control. Good target fire in there. Just doing everything you needed to do to win. Resources lost very close. But what it came down to was the fact that we're still mining here. And Badur had nothing. He had nothing home whatsoever. His natural base got killed. His third base got killed. His main base got killed. And that was all she wrote. Coming up this ramp was not going to work. And he couldn't build another base. If he could build another base, it'd be a different story. But that's how it ends. That is how it ends. Man. All right. Well, that was great. That was a good one to end on. Hope you enjoyed that. Because, boy, if you did, then that's going to be it for me today. That's going to be it for the Cheese Comp. So thank you so much for watching. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Cheese Comp number 79 or whatever it is. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.